They say dreams disappear the moment you wake, but no one tells you where they go. Some people believe dreams dissolve like mist. Others think they slip into forgotten corners of the mind. But one person, you, is about to learn the truth. Dreams don't vanish. They're collected, archived, filed away. And tonight, you're going to see the place where every dream you've ever had is stored. It begins the moment you wake up, not groggy, not confused, but with a strange feeling in your chest, like someone whispered your name while you were asleep. You sit up. The room is quiet, too quiet. Even the air feels paused, like the world held its breath. Then you notice it. A door. Not your bedroom door. Not your closet door. The third door. Tall, wooden, carved with symbols that glow faintly, like they're breathing. You blink once, twice. The door doesn't disappear. Your heart pushes hard against your ribs. The symbols shift, slowly, like liquid light, and form a single line of text across the wood. Enter to collect what you have lost. You don't remember dreaming anything last night, but something tells you you did. Something important, something taken from you. Your hand lifts before you think. The wood is cool, too cool. A shiver runs up your arm. Then the door swings open on its own. A warm, golden glow spills out, dust floating like tiny fireflies. The air smells like old paper, candle wax, and something faintly sweet, like honey warmed by sunlight. You step in, and immediately the world behind you disappears. No bedroom, no house, no city, just a vast, endless hall stretching farther than your eyes can travel. A whisper of wind brushes past. Shelves, thousands, millions, maybe more. Each shelf stacked with books, different shapes, sizes, colors, bindings. Some glow faintly, some shimmer like stars. Some sit so still they seem to be holding their breath. At the far end of the hall, a single lantern hangs from a chain. It sways gently, though you feel no movement in the air. Then a voice speaks, not loud, not sharp, just close. Welcome to the Dream Library. You spin. A figure stands there. An elderly woman, thin as moonlight, her hair silver and floating around her as if underwater. Her eyes glow with a soft amber calmness. She holds a book in her hands, a book with your name carved on the spine. Your chest tightens. How? Your voice cracks. How do you know me? She steps closer, her feet not touching the ground. Because I have watched you dream since the night you took your first breath. Your stomach drops. This place, she continues, sweeping her free hand through the air, holds every dream you've ever seen, even the ones you forgot before you opened your eyes. She turns the book in her hands. You see the first page. Blank. Completely blank. You frown. Why is it empty? A shadow crosses her face. Because someone has been taking your dreams. The shelves around you flicker. Books tremble. Whispers echo through the aisles like restless ghosts. Taking my dreams? Your throat is tight. She nods slowly. Dream thieves, she says in a voice heavy with centuries of memory. They move in silence. They feed on the pieces of you that you forget while you sleep. Your pulse spikes. The books around you begin to glow brighter, as if reacting to your fear. Why me? Her eyes soften. Because your dreams are unusually powerful. They carry meaning, direction. They shape the paths you walk. She closes your book gently. So, of course, someone wants them. You take a shaky breath. Who? She looks over your shoulder. Your skin prickles. You turn. Far at the end of the hall, a figure stands between the shelves. Tall, motionless, shadowed. Their outline flickers like a candle flame struggling to stay lit. When your eyes meet theirs, your stomach twists. because you've seen this figure before, in a dream you can't fully remember. The librarian's hand grips your arm. Do not approach. Not yet. Your voice barely escapes. What do they want from me? Her fingers tremble against your skin. Not your memories. Not your fears. Not your nightmares. She leans closer. They want the dream you had last night. The one you forgot the moment you opened your eyes. The one you were never meant to forget. Your pulse is a storm. What was it? You whisper. She hesitates. The lantern above you flickers. The books around you shudder. Then she says, "It wasn't a dream." A chill tears through your spine. It was a warning. The shadowed figure moves slightly, just enough that you realize they're watching you and waiting. You swallow hard. What's happening? Why didn't I remember? The librarian opens her hand. In her palm lies a key, old, bronze, warm to the touch even from a distance. You must retrieve the dream that was taken, she says softly, before it finds you. Your breath catches. What it? The shelves groan. Somewhere deep in the library, something enormous shifts. The librarian pulls you behind a column of shelves. Part 2 will explain what hunts you, she whispers, her voice trembling for the first time. The lantern above swings violently. The shadow at the end of the hall takes a single, silent step forward. The librarian presses the key into your palm. Run. The moment the librarian whispers run, the lantern above you sputters, its warm glow collapsing into a thin, trembling thread of light. The shelves groan like ancient wooden giants waking from sleep. The shadowed figure at the end of the hall moves again, slowly, gracefully, like it has all the time in the universe. And somehow that's the most terrifying part. Creatures that rush at you show fear, but creatures that move slowly are certain you can't escape. The librarian pulls your arm sharply. This way, she breathes, gliding between the shelves. Her feet still don't touch the floor, yet she moves with the urgency of someone who knows what's coming. You follow her through rows and rows of towering shelves, each one packed with books humming softly, some glowing, some trembling as if afraid. Behind you, a sound echoes. Tap, pause, tap, tap. Footsteps, but not human ones. They sound like bare feet walking across cold stone. Except the floor beneath you is polished wood. You swallow hard. What is it? You whisper. The librarian doesn't turn. Her voice is low and tight. A dream thief. Your pulse stutters. What does it want? You ask, breath uneven. Your dream from last night, she says, weaving deeper into the maze of shelves. But I told you, I don't remember having one. She stops, turns. Her glowing amber eyes lock onto yours with fierce intensity. That is exactly why it wants you. That is how you know the dream was stolen. You open your mouth to speak, but the air around you thickens. The shelves vibrate, books rattle. The entire library exhales, as though an enormous presence has entered the hall. The librarian grabs your hand. Keep moving. Don't stop. You try to match her pace, but your legs feel heavy, as if the library floor is trying to hold you in place. What does the dream thief do with the dreams it steals? You ask, pushing forward. The librarian's voice darkens. It feeds on them. Dreams are fragments of you. Your fears, your hopes, your paths, your truths. A thief that consumes dreams consumes pieces of your soul. Your chest tightens. You've been losing dreams for years without knowing. How many of my dreams did it take? You ask, heart pounding. She hesitates. Enough. That single word chills your blood. You turn a corner and freeze. The hallway ahead is gone. In its place stands a wall made entirely of books, melted together like wax. The titles are warped, their colors drained, their pages fused into a single pulsing surface. It looks like a scar. What happened here? You whisper. The librarian touches the wall gently. A thief entered this section long before you arrived. These dreams belong to someone who never returned to reclaim them. Returned? You repeat. What do you mean? She lowers her voice. When enough dreams are stolen, you forget who you are. You forget your past. And eventually, you forget how to wake up. A shiver explodes through your spine. Before you can speak, the footsteps echo again. Closer this time. Tap, tap, tap. The librarian's eyes widen. It's tracking your memory signature. We must hide. She pulls you between two massive shelves. The space is narrow, dark, smelling of old parchment and ink. Stay here, she whispers. Do not move. Do not speak. And whatever you do not look directly at it. Your breath stumbles. You're leaving me here? I have to draw its attention away from you, she says gently. You are not ready to face it. Not yet. You grab her wrist. Wait. How do I get my dream back? She places a hand over yours. You already hold the first key. The bronze key in your palm grows warm, pulsing faintly like a heartbeat. But the dream is hidden deeper, she continues. Inside a restricted chamber, a place even librarians are forbidden to enter. Why? Because some dreams, she whispers, were never meant to be seen again. Before you can ask more, the shelves tremble violently. The lanterns across the hall go out one by one. Darkness rolls toward you like a silent wave. The librarian's eyes widen. It's here. She vanishes in a flicker of golden light, slipping away between the aisles. You're alone. The darkness presses in. Then, a shape drifts between the shelves. You don't see its face, only its outline, long, shadowed, tilting unnaturally when it moves. It doesn't walk. It glides. It sniffs the air, a long, sharp inhale that makes every muscle in your body lock. It's sensing you. You hold your breath. The creature pauses, turns its head fractionally toward the aisle you're hiding in. Your heartbeat pounds so loudly you're afraid it can hear it. Then, something unexpected happens. A book on the opposite side of the hall slams open, pages flinging themselves outward like wings. The creature snaps toward the sound and glides toward it. Someone, something, is distracting it. You wait until its shadow fades down another corridor. Then you step out. The library hall is darker now, lit only by faint glimmers from distant shelves. A whisper slides across your ear, not from behind you, not from beside you, from inside your mind. It already has part of your dream. You spin around. No one is there. The voice continues, and it will not stop until it has the rest. Your breaths turn shaky. Who are you? You whisper. But the voice doesn't answer. Instead, the key in your hand grows hotter, heating until you almost drop it. On its surface, a line of glowing symbols appears. Not random ones. Directions. Path. The key is showing you where to go. You take a step. The shelves hum. The library breathes. The darkness thickens. You follow the path the key reveals, into a deeper, older section of the library, where the air grows colder and the books whisper without opening. The key pulses harder with every step. Whatever waits ahead is stronger than the dream thief, and it knows you're coming. The deeper you walk into the dream library, the colder the air becomes. Not normal cold, but the kind that feels like forgotten breaths, abandoned thoughts, memories left outside too long. Your lantern flickers weakly. The key in your hand glows brighter, its pulse steady, almost like it's guiding your heartbeat. Ahead, the shelves change color from warm brown to a deep, ancient black. The wood looks older than time itself. A faint mist rolls along the floor. Your footsteps slow. Not because you want to, but because something here wants you to move carefully. The library seems to watch you. Every shelf tilts inward. Every book faces you, pages trembling slightly like they're whispering your name. You hear a distant rumble. The same hallway where the dream thief disappeared. Still searching. But here, the shadows behave differently. They cling to the corners, trembling like they're afraid of whatever lies ahead. The key pulses again. A symbol appears on its surface. A door. You look around. There is no door. Just endless shelves, endless rows, endless darkness. Until a book on your left shivers violently. Then another, and another. Dozens. The shelves tremble, shift, and slowly, the entire wall of books folds inward like a blooming flower, revealing a narrow doorway. A doorway made of pages. Thin, delicate, shining faintly silver. Your breath hitches. This is the restricted wing, you whisper. You weren't supposed to see this. Even the librarian avoided this section. Beyond the doorway is a hallway unlike any you've seen in the library. The air feels heavy, older. Every breath feels like it belongs to someone who lived centuries before you. The walls shimmer with swirling ink, patterns shifting like living calligraphy. As you step inside, the doorway seals behind you. No going back. The key pulses with rapid heat. Its symbols rearrange themselves into a map. But the map shows something terrifying. Multiple paths. Only one safe. The rest lead to lost dreams. Or worse, you raise the key. The first corridor splits into three. Left, lined with floating journals that open and close like breathing lungs. Right, filled with suspended, glowing memory orbs flickering with faces you don't recognize. Center, completely dark, except for a faint heartbeat echoing somewhere deep inside. Your hand tightens around the key. It glows when pointed toward the center path. You swallow hard. Of course, it would be the darkest one. You step forward. The darkness swallows you. Your lantern dims to almost nothing. The hallway is so silent it feels loud, like the quiet before a memory resurfaces. You take another step. The walls shift, pages sliding, ink dripping upward like black rain moving in reverse. Then, a whisper curls into your ear. You shouldn't be here. You whip around. No one. But the smell of old ink grows stronger. You walk faster, following the key's glow. The whisper returns. Turn back. You ignore it. Another whisper. You don't want to remember. You grit your teeth. Yes, you do. You need to. Suddenly, the hallway widens into a massive chamber. Your lantern flares, and you stop dead. The chamber is filled with dream books suspended in midair. Hundreds of them, orbiting slowly like planets. Each book glows with a different color. Red for nightmares, blue for forgotten memories, gold for dreams that changed a life, silver for dreams that never reached the dreamer. In the center of the room floats a pedestal. The key in your hand heats so suddenly you gasp. It wants you to approach. You step forward carefully. As you cross the chamber, a book drifts near you. A soft blue glow. Its cover opens. You see yourself, younger, sitting by a window, drawing shapes on the glass. You remember this dream, vaguely, but you didn't know it still existed somewhere. You touch the book gently, and it trembles, releasing a warm memory like mist. A small happiness returns to your chest, but the key pulses urgently, pulling you toward the pedestal. On the pedestal lies a book that looks different from the rest. It is locked with black iron bands. Its cover is dark, almost charred. It hums with a deep vibration that rattles your bones. Your name is carved into the spine. Your breath freezes. This is my dream. You lift it with shaking hands. It's heavier than you expected, like holding a memory you've been avoiding for years. The key glows brighter, symbols rearranging into a shape that fits perfectly into the lock on the book. You slide the key in. The lock screams, a metallic cry that echoes through the entire chamber. The doors slam shut. The shelves tremble. Books scatter like startled birds. And the shadows on the walls twitch violently. Because the dream thief felt it. You unlocked the stolen dream. The key pulses so hard it almost burns your fingers. The lock falls open. The book shakes violently, pages fluttering like wings in a storm. A single page tears loose and floats upward. On it, written in glowing ink, "The night you stopped dreaming." You feel something collapse inside your chest. You turn the page over. A date, place, a memory, and a name. A name you haven't heard in years. A name you never wanted to remember. The chamber goes silent. Then, a scream shreds the air. Not human, not animal, not from any world you know. The dream thief is here. Its shadow spills into the chamber like ink poured across glass, stretching, crawling, twisting itself toward you. The chamber lights dim. The books flutter in terror. The dream thief's voice rasps, "Give it back." Your heart slams against your ribs. You clutch the book, the stolen dream. "No," you whisper. Its eyes glow from within the shadow. Pale, hollow, hungry. Tilts its head. "Then I will take the rest." It lunges. The chamber explodes in dark wind. Pages swirl like a storm. Lanterns shatter. Your breath is ripped from your lungs. You stumble backward, the stolen dream book still in your hands, as the dream thief wraps the room in suffocating darkness. Darkness crashes over you like a wave, thick, heavy, alive. The dream thief's shadow wraps around the chamber, swallowing every floating book, every lantern, every shred of color. The only thing that still glows is the dream book clutched in your hands. Your dream, the dream you lost, the dream the thief stole. The thief lunges again. Its shape twists in impossible ways, like smoke learning how to walk. Its face is a shifting blur, but its eyes stay fixed on your book. Hungry, desperate, terrified, you stumble backward as the shadows sweep toward you. A voice echoes through your mind. "Hold the dream. Don't let go." You don't know whose voice it is. The figure from the dreamway. Your own memory? Something deeper? But you obey. You grip the book so tightly your knuckles burn. The dream thief screeches, a sound like metal tearing apart. The chamber walls begin collapsing inward, shelves twisting like roots trying to escape the darkness. The floating books scatter in panic. Pages flap like frightened birds. Colors streak across the air. Dreams burst open like shooting stars. The thief roars, "That is not yours." You take a breath, steady, shaking, but brave. It always was. You open the book. A shockwave of white light blasts outward, so bright the shadow recoils instantly. The chamber floor cracks like breaking ice. Ink floods upward, dripping from the ceiling in slow motion. The book's pages glow, each one a piece of your past. A night light glowing under your childhood bed. A sketchbook filled with half-finished drawings. A voice laughing softly in the dark. A promise you made to someone you loved. And one final memory, the one you've avoided for years. Your chest tightens. The thief lunges again. The light slams into it, burning the edges of its form. It screams as pieces of shadow peel away, like old nightmares losing their hold. But it crawls forward again, trembling, desperate. "You don't understand," it wheezes. "If you take it back, I disappear." For a moment, just a moment, the shadow looks small, fragile, lonely. You see something inside its swirling darkness. Faint outline, person, a version of yourself. Younger, fearful, curled into a silent corner. A dreamer who forgot how to dream. A part of you that broke once and never healed. You whisper, "You're me." The thief freezes. The shadows flicker violently, as if the admission shattered something ancient. You step closer, ignoring the fear pounding in your ribs. "Show me," you say quietly. "Show me what you took." The chamber goes still. The thief doesn't fight this time. It lifts a thin, trembling hand and touches the open page. The world blurs, and suddenly you're standing inside the dream. A small bedroom, warm, familiar, a window glowing with moonlight, a desk with a drawing left unfinished, a soft humming from the hallway. Asterisk, asterisk. You're younger, sitting on the floor, hugging your knees, eyes red from crying. A voice whispers from the doorway, the voice of someone you loved deeply. "Sleep, little dreamer." But they're leaving. You remember it now. This was the night you stopped dreaming. The night life became too heavy, too loud, too painful for a child to carry. The night your mind tucked away your dreams, just to survive. The dream thief didn't steal your dream. You gave it away, to protect yourself. You look at your younger self. They look back at you, small, afraid, hopeful. You kneel in front of them. "It's okay," you whisper. "You can rest now. I'm here." They reach out, and when your fingers touch, your younger self dissolves into warm light and flows into your chest. A deep breath escapes you, like releasing a weight you've carried for years. The dream collapses gently around you, and you return to the chamber. The dream thief stands before you, no longer a monster, just a shadow shaped like a person, thin, fading, peaceful. You hold the dream book to your chest. "It's time," you whisper. The shadow nods softly. It steps backward into the swirling darkness, fading with a final quiet sigh. "Thank you for remembering me." And then it disappears, not shattered, not defeated, but released. The chamber brightens. Books float calmly again. Lanterns relight with gentle gold. Your dream book pulses warmly. The lock seals itself once more, but this time the glow is comforting. You lift it. The pedestal sinks into the floor, and the room opens into a blinding white corridor. Path home. A whisper follows you. The library remembers you now. Come back whenever you forget yourself again. You walk through the corridor, and the dream library dissolves into soft shadows. You awaken, in your bed, breathing gently, heart steady, mind calm. For the first time in years, you feel rested, truly rested. Your window glows with warm morning light. A single object lies beside you on the pillow. A bookmark, silver, warm to the touch, engraved with words from the librarian. Every dream you lose can be found again. You smile softly, exhaling a piece you forgot existed. The day begins. But tonight, you know exactly where you'll return. Back to the library, back to the shelves of who you are, back to the dream you finally reclaimed.